To create a new ePortfolio, when you're in our course in LMS, you're going to click on the ePortfolio tab at the top, so it looks like the red suitcase. And then we click on New Presentation, which is on the right. Start by naming your presentation. Usually we call it whatever the assignment is that we're working on. So for today we'll call it Composition, because we're putting in our photos from yesterday. Then you can click Save and it will be created for you. Next, click on the banner because we want to rename it the same title. So we're also going to call it Composition. The banner is your title when you open up your presentation that we can actually read and see. So it's important that it matches. And then we can go into theme, and this is where you are going to choose what theme you would like, and you can always change it later. And there's lots to choose from. So when you see one that you like, you're going to press select and set theme. At any time, if you want to look at your presentation to see what you've done, you can click the View Presentation tab that's at the top, and it will open in a separate tab and show you. So far we have our theme that we've set, and we have our title that we changed underneath banner. So now it's time to actually put some things into your presentation, and we do that under the Content and Layout tab. So it always starts by giving you a first page that's set up, but you want to remember to rename that page. So if we click on the arrow and go down to Page Properties, this is where you can change the title. So for our composition ePortfolio, we're going to have our 3 rules of composition. So you can start with the rule of thirds. And this is where we can actually add content. So we want to be able to put in a picture for this ePortfolio, which will be an artifact. But first we need to save our pictures in ePortfolio. So if we go back to, click on ePortfolio, the red suitcase, and My Items, and mine will look a bit different than yours because I have more things. And if you want to add a photo, then we can click on the Add button, and we click on File Upload. From here we click Upload again, and then we look for a photo that you would like to put in wherever you've saved it. So I'm going to choose one that's off my desktop from last semester. Once I've selected the photo, I click Open, and I'll see that it's loaded. I click Add, Next, and then this is my chance that I can rename it. So I'm going to call this Rule of Thirds, and I'm going to save it. So now when I go back to my ePortfolio and I look for my presentation that we already started on composition, I can also see here's the picture that I just added. So in order to change my presentation and add the pictures, I click on the arrow and I go to Edit. We're going to go back to Content and Layout, and this was our page that we set up, the Rule of Thirds. We click Add Component, and it's an artifact if it's a picture. And now I can look for, and I remember that I called it rule of thirds, and I'm going to add it. So now if I go to view presentation, I can see here's the first page I set up, the rule of thirds, and here is my photo. The next step is to add our other two rules of composition, so we'll need two more pages. So we click on the little page icon, and we're going to call the next one golden spiral, and we can save it, and we'll make one more page that is called golden triangles. So now I need to remember to put my pictures into ePortfolio. So I go back to ePortfolio. I'm going to go under My Items. I'm going to add a file. I'm going to upload it from my computer where I have it saved. So if you have set up your folders, they'll be on the side. I'm taking mine right off the desktop. I'm going to open it. Click Add. Next. And this is where I can rename it. So this is my golden spiral. I'm going to save it and save and close. So I'm going back to my ePortfolio. Into my composition presentation, I have to remember to click on the arrow and click Edit. Content and Layout tab. I go to Golden Spiral, and I'm going to add a component. Our pictures are called artifacts. I click on it, and I'll add it. And then I can remember to view presentation. To check, click on Golden Spiral, and here is my next photo. So for the golden triangle, you can go through the same steps. Remember to put your photo in, first to ePortfolio, and then we click on Add an Artifact. And you can just rewind this video a little bit if you need the steps one more time. So once you have completed your presentation, we click Close, and we come back to the My Items tab, because now you need to share your presentation with me so that I can access it. So when you click on the arrow where we've been editing, you're going to click Share, and you need to add users or a group. This is where you can search for me. So we can type in amy.plant, and I'll come up, you click on it to select, and then we need to share and close. You'll know that you shared it with me because you'll get a little blue icon over here, and it will be shared, and then when I sign into my ePortfolio, I can see yours as well, and that's where I can make comments for it.